Here's a new video on editing images and shapes. So we are moving over to the third row icon, this one. Alright, so the first thing we have are stickers. Obviously we don't really need any of this, but you can just go over it and browse on it. So you can decide to add any of these custom made stickers in Pixellab. Okay, the next is importing images. This one is used for importing images. So let me go with okay, let me head over to my downloads. Let's import this business card image. Okay, so this is a cool business card which we just imported just right now. As we imported it, you can see that when we unselect it, we have the normal images and shapes uh, properties displayed. But when we select an image, or when we add a shape, for instance, you see when we add a shape now, which I have just done, you now have these properties that shows up for the image and also for the rectangle. Those individual properties can be edited. For instance, let's say you have added this rectangle, you have added this square, you want to make it a circle. You can just tap on edit here, and also you can just change the shape. You can now make it a circle. Now you can also decide to reduce the opacity. You can just play around with any of this. So that is one unique function of Pixellab. So if, let's say you have added this square again, let's say you didn't want to add a square, you just accidentally hit the tick icon instead of deleting it and doing another one again. It's just a long process. You can just decide to edit this one, select it, select the shape, and play around with the color if you want. So you can decide to manipulate anyhow you like it. So there is no limit to it. So you can just on your own browse through the shapes and play around with it. It is 20% teaching, 80% practicing. So I teach you 20%. I'll do my very best, you do your very best too, so everything turns out great. All right, so let's continue. So I'm going to do this. So the next one is the draw. You can also use your hands, your fingers, to draw or carve out something nice. So here is just an example of it. So you can just play around with this. Also you can also increase the size of the pen tip and also increase the smoothness, just like this. You can see when it is 100, when it is 80 and 80% pen size and 100% smoothness, you can see it appears this way. So you can just play around with this on your own. You get something nice, something really nice. Okay, we also have fill inside. Sorry, this is the fill inside option. I use this a lot when I'm making logos. Just makes the process easier. So you can also play around with this on your own. All right, the next one is dash line. You can also make dash lines. You can use this one to undo the action or bring it back. You can use this one to restore to the default settings. That means it should just be blank.